welcome to the session, everyone. You can switch on your videos if you wish to, and that would be good if you switch on your videos. Okay, so the topic is banks, banking, where your money lives. Okay, so what do you understand by this statement? Where your money lives, banks, where your money lives.
Maybe where you keep your money?
Yeah, that's correct. That's where we keep our money, right? Our parents, that is your parents, my parents, I, you, everybody keeps their money in bank. Okay. So that's why the topic is banks where your money lives. Okay. Fine. So we have got that. So this is the agenda. So we learn about what is money, how is it useful to us, why the need for banks came, how does one open an account, and what are the different types of accounts in a bank. Now, what does bank do with your savings, and how does bank help our economy, our country, and what happens if everyone comes to the bank to withdraw the money, and what is liquidity? Okay, so we will go through this. Some of the terms you might not know it, but yes, I will try to be as slow as possible so that you understand the basic concepts of banking. Okay, so let's make a start. So let's go to the first slide, which is money. Now, what is money according to you? Money is a medium of exchange.
Which comes we use papers to buy coins. We use
Yeah,
to buy things.
yeah. Money is a medium of exchange. So you give money and you get something back, right? So without that, nothing works. So if you go to a shop and you say, I want that pen, he will show you the pen. But if you don't give him the money, he won't give you the pen, right? So money is a medium of exchange. That is the definition of money. Okay. Now, before this, before money was, money came into picture, there was something called bar, 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 bartering, which is nothing but exchange of goods. So people, that time money didn't exist. So suppose I had a cell phone and I wanted something else. Okay, a book of the same cost. So people used to exchange like that. This was long time back, about 400 years back I'm talking about. Okay, so now we have money, so people do exchange things on money. Okay, I see somebody called Nandita who's joined in. Nandita, Nandini, please switch on your camera. Yeah, please switch on your camera. So like gold and other precious metals, money has worth, because for most people it represents something which is valuable. So as you know, everywhere in the world people buy gold, right? People buy silver, people buy metals, and that gold has a value in it. You can sell that gold and get a cash back. Likewise, money also has some value in it. Okay, so earlier, uh, about 400 years back, people used to, like, two or three people used to have some goods and they used to exchange goods between each other. You know, that is how the transaction used to happen between a person A and a person B. There was no concept of money at that time. So they used to sell goods between each other. Then coins came, then money came, then the notes came. Okay. Now, why is money important? Now, why do you think money is important?
Well, it can help you to have like a shelter to live in, to have food and stuff.
Right.
Without money, we cannot live.
Yeah. Without money, you cannot live. With money, you can buy a house, you can buy a car. As Mapples just said, we can have a shelter, which is nothing but a house. And you can have happiness. So if you have a house, if you have a car, if you have good clothes, you are happy, right? That's why you require money. And also, money is also required for medical care. If you want to go to hospital, they ask for money. Medical expenses. So money is used there. And if you want to have a, I'm sorry.
It's important for groceries also.
Yeah, exactly. So if you want to have a good, I mean, if you want to have a treatment in a good hospital, you need money. Okay. So one is happiness. The second one is medical care. Now, what else can you think of? Money is important for.
Yes. Business. Sir, we need money to buy food or eat food from the hotel.
Yeah, that's fine. That comes under happiness.
Agriculture, education.
Education, yeah, that's right. Children's education, your education. So since you're going to school, somebody is paying money, right? Your parents are paying money to the school authorities for that. So that is also important. But parents spending, you should always spend money in a very what should I say? Not that much, in a very excessive way. That will create a lot of problems. So you should use money in the right way, in the best way possible. Don't demand too much from your parents. I want this, I want that. Demand what you require, right? And also, with money, you can give back to the community. How? How can you give back to the community? You can do social service.
And do some donation.
You can do some donations. People need money. A lot of poor people don't have money. You can donate to them. You can give them food with money, right? So these are all the things that money is needed for.
We could arrange a small job for them.
Yeah, you can arrange a small job for them. You can arrange a small business for them so that they can be on their own. So everything requires money. You go anywhere, you 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 go to you take a flight, you require money. You take a train, you require money. So money is required everywhere. So I have just listed down the important things only. Okay. Okay, let's see the next one. Okay, now tell me, why do we require bank?
We need banks for storing our money.
I'm sorry, you require banks for what?
For storing our money.
Storing your money.
The bank.
Okay. Why? I mean, you can store it at your home also, right?
But
Why do you require?
It's not safe.
It's not safe. We can't say what happens.
Okay.
It's safe in the bank.
Yeah, it's safe in the bank. Why? Why is it safe in the bank?
Because it's safely secured.
Safely secure. Okay. Any other thoughts? Any other ideas? Okay. I think most of you got it right. It is to safeguard your cash. You can't put cash it at home, right? It might get robbed. Your money might get robbed. And the banks manage your finances very well. They have a record keeping, budgeting, how much you have withdrawn, how much you have deposited. They keep track of everything. They have their own computer system. Now, if you want to do that yourself, it will take you will have to quit your job and do that at home. So banks are meant for that. Okay. And they help in financial transactions. Now, suppose you want to give money to a person X. Okay, you want to transfer some funds. So banks help in that. They give you debit card and these card facilities where you can withdraw money, ATM, from the ATM. You can earn interest. Now, what is interest? What?
Ideas.
Yeah. So, can anybody tell me what is an interest? Yeah. Interest is, suppose you deposit an amount X in a bank for 1 year, the banks gives you 10% interest. That is, your money will become X plus 10 after 1 year. Got it? 10% is on the higher side, I'm telling you. Usually banks don't give that much money. They'll give you 4 or 5%. But yes, they give you interest on the money that you have deposited. Okay. The second thing, the most important thing that bank does is they give you loans. Now, what are loans?
If we need money and if we need money, we have to borrow them from the bank and we have to just pay them some amount for every month.
Yes. So, see, a lot of people want to buy a house or buy a car, but they don't have money, right? They have some amount of money, but they don't have the whole amount of money. So, what do? They go to the bank, they fill up an application form saying, I want so and so money, and I'll repay you back in about 10 years' time. So, monthly they will repay that money back. Okay. So, that is meant by loans. And banks also, if you want, they will invest your money in some fixed deposits, in other deposits, so that your money grows. Okay, if you invest 100 pounds or 100 rupees, they will try to invest in some other financial instrument so that it grows to from 100 to 150. Okay, so all these are the top reasons why banks are there. Okay, one is safety, manage your financial transactions, usage of debit and credit card. Then they give you interest on your savings account, and they give you loans, and they invest your money into some other instruments. When I say instrument, it is nothing but some other thing in which you can uh, in which your money can grow. Your money of 100 pounds can grow to 150 pounds, something like that. Okay. Now, okay, now the most important thing. Do you understand what is an asset? Yes, no?
No.
Okay. Something which you own is an asset. Now tell me, Nandini, what do you own? What is that yours?
So can you repeat the question?
What is the thing that you own? Your cell phone?
No.
Cell
Yeah,
phone is
tab.
tab.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So that tab becomes your asset. That is owned by you. Now, what is the thing in your house that you don't own?
Mm, Sir, do you did you ask me to say which I didn't bring?
No, 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 no. You don't own that thing. It doesn't belong to you. It belongs to somebody else, but it is there in your house.
Mm,
Maybe my mum's clothes.
Mom's clothes. It is her clothes. So
Mom's
she,
bag.
mom's bag. Okay,
It
fine.
may be a work from home laptop.
Yeah, possible. Yeah. So in a banking term, assets means loans. Now, why assets are loans? Because the bank gives it to somebody, right? Bank has some money and it gives it to you. So bank owns that money. So it is an asset to the bank. Got it? And the savings that you put in the bank is a liability to the bank because you can withdraw at any time. Got it? These two words are very important: asset and liability.
So can you go once again?
Yeah. So suppose you have an account in a bank, savings account. Okay. You put some money in that account. Okay. You put some 100 rupees, suppose. Okay. That 100 rupees belongs to whom? Belongs to you or or
Belongs
Belongs
to
to me.
it belongs to you. Since it belongs to you, it becomes a liability to the bank. Got it? Bank is liable to give you back that money. It doesn't belong to the bank. It
it
belongs to
doesn't
you.
have any rights to use our money.
Yeah. The bank doesn't have any rights to use that money. That's not the correct way of saying it. I'll describe it further. But it doesn't belong to the bank. Okay. Now, banks have their own set of money. Okay. That becomes asset to them. Okay. So, what becomes asset to the bank becomes liability to you. And what becomes liability to you becomes an asset to the bank. Got it? For you, asset is your savings account. Okay. Liability is the liability of the bank is the savings account. So your asset is liability to the bank. Loans. Loan is asset to the bank because they are giving out money. They know that somebody will give it back. Right? So loan is asset to the bank and liability to the customer. Customer is the person who is taking the money. Right? Can you switch on
But
your
I have a
camera?
doubt here.
Yeah.
Sir, what's the profit for them? If they give 1,000 rupees, we pay them 1,000 rupees back within 1 year. What's the profit for them?
Yeah,
They
I'll come to that. I'll come to that. Just hold on. Just wait for your question. When I come to that slide, I'll answer that question now. Okay, just note it down somewhere that this question is there. Okay. Uh, First of all, is the concept of asset and liability clear?
clear, sir.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
So what is asset to the bank is liability to the customer, and what is asset to the customer is liability to the bank. That is very important. Okay, fine. I'll go forward now. Now, why is the need for banks? Okay, the need for bank is as we already discussed, we cannot put the money at home. Okay, because somebody might rob the money. Somebody might also rob the bank. There is a heavy possibility also, but possibility of robbing a bank is very less. Possibility of robbing a home is very high. That is why you put your money in a bank. Okay, and your deposit, the amount you deposit in the bank, you can demand it anytime. The bank is liable to give you your money back. Suppose you deposit 150 pounds or 150 rupees in a bank. The bank cannot say, I cannot give you. It is your, it just cannot say that. The bank has to give you your money. That's it. Okay. But every time, you know, your money lying in the bank is not good for the economy. It is just lying there, doing nothing. It's not good. So that is where loans come into picture. Now we'll see the next one. Okay, now the next one is the type of accounts that we have in the bank. One is the savings account, which we all have. Second one is the recurring account. Recurring means you have to put cash into it every month or every 6 months or every year. Okay. Then there is fixed deposit where you put cash for 1 year and they will give you an interest rate of 5% or 10%. So your money grows like that. Got it? Now tell me, if I put 100 pounds for 1 year with a simple interest of 10%, at the end of 1 year, how much will I get back?
110.
110. 10% of 100 is 10. So interest is 10. Your amount is, the principal amount is 100. So 100 plus 10 is 110. So at the end of the 1 year, you will get back 110. That is fixed deposit. Fixed deposit, the interest rates are high because you cannot withdraw the money in between. Okay, suppose you have a fixed deposit for 2 years. If you want to withdraw money after 1 year, the bank will charge you a fine if you do that. So you will lose some money. Okay, but in savings account, there is no such problem. You can withdraw anytime. But the issue is the interest rate is very low. If fixed deposit is giving you 10%, savings account gives you 2%. So both have their advantages and disadvantages. The advantage of savings account is you can take back the money anytime. In
But you
fixed,
get only a small amount of interest.
yeah, you get only a small amount of interest. That is the disadvantage. The advantage with fixed deposit is you get a good return, but you cannot take back the money till the term is over, till that 1 year or 6 years agreement with the bank is over. Okay. Then there's something called demat account. It is linked with your stock market. Okay. This is not that important. And this is NRI account, which is called non-resident Indian. If you
Sir,
are an
what
Indian,
market?
what is stock market? Okay, stock market is it's a huge topic. If you want, I'll cover it later. Okay, stock market is one area in which you buy and sell companies' stocks. Now tell me some name of the company. Any company in India or in UK.
Apple.
NSE,
Hmm?
NSE, not NSE,
NSB.
NSE, National Stock Exchange.
Oh, stock exchange. National Stock Exchange is a stock exchange. That is fine. But there are other companies, right? Important companies like Tata. Have you heard of Tata Group?
Yeah.
So you have a stock of Tata. You can buy and sell shares in that. That's a different concept altogether. Okay. So let's move on. Okay. What does bank do with your money? Okay. Bank gives loans to people with the savings. So what does the first statement mean? Whatever you put in your savings account, bank gives it to somebody else. Got it?
So do they have a right to do that?
They have the right to do that.
Then
They have the
if we have an emergency and we need our money back, if they give
they will give you back the money. You don't have to worry about that. They will give you back the money. The whole banking system is something comes in, something goes out. Then how will the bank make money? Bank makes money through loans, right? So I deposit 10,000 Indian rupees in my savings account. Bank will take out that savings money and give it to somebody who needs it. Next day I go to the bank. I will get my money back. That's not an issue because they have surplus money available. Okay, so this is how banks do. Banks give loans to people on our savings. But before giving loans, what banks do is they do a check on the people they are giving loans to. They cannot give a loan to a person who has a bad record, because the person has to pay back the bank, right?
they
The
check
money.
security.
Yeah, so they will do a check on you whether you have a job, you have an income, whether you have earlier taken any loan, and whether you have given back the loan properly on time. If not, they will not give you a loan. So banks do their checks before giving loan. Okay, and they charge heavy interest on it. Minimum 10% the banks charge, 10 to 14%.
That's why poor people don't take loans from banks. They
Yeah,
lend.
so that's how banks make money. They take money from us, give it to somebody else, and take heavy interest on them from them, and they give us back some small amount of interest. So this answers your question. Okay, so your savings money is being used, but you will get back your money, that is for sure. Once you turn up in the bank, they have surplus money, so they will give you back your money. That is not a problem. Okay, and so in short term assets are transforming into long term assets. Okay, so banks are meant for that. Long term assets means what? Loans. Okay, so our short term assets, our savings is being converted into long term assets for the bank. Got it? So if nobody puts any savings money into the bank won't work. because they have to lend money to somebody. From where will they lend? There is no money with the bank, right? That is why the bank people might give you a call at home and say, please, can you please put, open one account with us. They will try to tell you. Your parents might have faced this a lot of times. Okay, you walk on the street and some bank fellow might come in between and give you the account opening form. Okay, so for the bank, customers are very important, because without that they cannot give loans. So this statement is very important. Short term assets means our assets are transforming into long term assets. Long term assets means loans. Loans are usually taken for 20 years. Okay, nobody takes loans for short term.
Sir, what
Yeah.
if we take a loan for 1 year, and I mean we paid with 1 year, we made an agreement and we can't pay it, what will the bank do?
Okay, so suppose you take a loan and you cannot pay it. What will the bank do? The bank will chase you. The banker will chase you till you pay the money. And if you don't pay the money, he might file a police complaint also. Because you are liable to pay the money. Got it? If you don't pay the money, they will ask you once, they will ask you twice, they will ask you 3 times. And if they see that you are not answering their calls, they would file a police complaint. They can do that. It's like, it's simple, right? You buy a card. Okay, and you buy something from the card. What is that card? That is, you're taking a loan from that card company
Yeah,
and
credit
buying.
card.
So yeah, you have to pay back on time. If you don't pay, they will call you. Why haven't you paid? Again they will call you. Third time they will go and they might give your name to the police also. It is quite possible. So loans have to be returned on time. Okay, that is very important. Okay, let's go ahead now. How does bank helps the economy? So if there were no banks, where would you go to borrow money? What would you do with your savings? So let's see how banks help the economy. Okay, there is a young kid who wants to start a new firm, but who does not have the capital. Capital is money. So bank gives loans, hence employment. Got it? Now I want to start my own startup company, having 10 people. Now I don't have that much money with me, but I have a very good idea. Okay, so I will go to the bank and I'll tell that I have so and so idea. I want to start a business. I want a loan. Okay, he'll check my details, whether my previous loan payment was on time, everything was on time. If yes, he'll pay me the loan. That will create
What if our previous loan wasn't paid yet? That means
I'm
we
sorry.
have. What if our previous loan was paid yet?
Yeah, if the previous loan was not paid yet, the bank will not give you the loan.
Sir, what if we pay correctly up to this month and we have a lot of amount to pay for the upcoming month?
It doesn't work like that. The loan payment for every month remains the same. Okay, that is called EMI.
Oh.
Okay, so if you have taken about 20 Indian lakh rupees for about 10 years, the bank calculates how much will be the interest, how much will be the principal, and on a monthly basis, you are supposed to pay that money back to the bank. So that the banker will come and tell you upfront. But before giving you the loan, he or she, the person sitting at the person who gives you the loan, will check, will make all sorts of checks on you. Okay, it takes about a month, minimum a month to get a loan, if the loan amount is very large. Okay, so that is why, so that will create employment, right? If I start a business, I will hire five more people, so they will get paid through me. So that is how bank is helping the the people. The second one is maybe there are aging parents who need cash for health and you don't have money for that. So bank gives loan so that the aging parents can be treated. These are called health loans, health insurance or health loans they give. Now there is a young couple who want to buy a house. Okay, buying a house requires a lot of money, but these couple, they don't have so much money. So they approach the bank, they show all the documents, they get the loan. That is how construction business starts. People start buying houses. So construction business starts means there will be construction workers. So there will be jobs for them, right? Likewise, if I have to build a road, then building a road also requires the government has to go to a bank. That means the bank has to give a loan again. That means you will have a lot of people working on that road work, so that generates some kind of employment. Suppose student wants to go abroad for higher studies to suppose to US, but he doesn't have the money. The bank gives student loans. Okay, and the student has to pay the loan back once he gets a job. So that agreement is also there. Now I suppose I want to buy a car. Okay, I have some amount, but not the whole amount. Some amount I will pay upfront to the car shop. The amount which is remaining, the Honda car or the Toyota car fellow will give me a loan. And that's how I buy a car, and that's how the car industry will grow, right? Does this make sense? I have not heard. Nandini, Nandita, your screen is off, so I have no idea as to what you're doing.
Sir, we are not able to on our video.
Okay, no problem. So is this concept clear? Why bank helps the economy?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thumbs up if you have understood it.
Okay, sir.
Okay, good. Hansika?
Clear, sir.
Okay. Now, when can a bank fail? Have you got any ideas to it as to when can a bank fail?
Sir,
Have you
when a person takes loan and doesn't pay it,
on time, or that is
And they
one
are
thing.
not able to return the money.
Yeah, they are not able to return the money,
sir,
or
if there are
the
no customers, if there are no customers to open a savings account.
yeah, that is also no customers of savings account is a different story altogether. Suppose the customers are there. Now, what happens is sometimes these bank fellows don't do checks properly. They give loans straight away without doing any checks. So what happens? You will
They'll not just pay the people who are
so they will not get the loan back. If they don't get the loan back, they'll be in trouble. That means I will go to my savings account and try to withdraw money. I see nothing is there. Right? Lot of such cases have happened in UK and in India. In 2008, there was a very major, crisis which happened. I think you guys were very, very small at that time, where a lot of big banks, big companies they closed down their shops because of the fact that they gave loans to people without doing any checks, proper checks. So,
Sir, but because of this checks, the poor people can't just borrow money, right, sir?
see, for poor people, we have something called Grameen Bank, some other bank, small level bank. Okay. If poor people want loan, there is a separate department for them.
Oh,
Okay. So government has issued a separate department for them.
okay.
I'm talking about a typical bank, how it works in India.
Okay.
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 Or see, there are two reasons. One is the loans do not return on time, and when this happens, the liabilities increases than the assets. Got it? And when that happens, the bank fails. Now, these are called non-performing assets. NPAs, they are called. Okay, so if somebody doesn't pay a loan within 90 days of amount, that becomes a non-performing asset. The bank declares it as a non-performing asset. Got it?
Yes.
So they'll wait for 3 months. If that asset doesn't come back, it becomes a non-performing asset. So the bank which has low non-performing assets is a good bank. Got it?
Sir,
That
can you
means
say once again?
the banks which have low non-performing asset is a good bank.
Okay, got it.
Got it?
Yes.
Okay. Now tell me one thing. Suppose a bank has 100 customers and all 100 customers turn up to the ATM to withdraw money at the same time. What will happen?
The bank will face a huge loss.
It is very rare that this happens.
Sir,
But
but the bank faces a huge loss because they give loans through.
yeah, so it rarely happens, but it has happened during the last 1 year and during the last 10 years or so, where there is some kind of what do I say, crisis in the country, where
Like in
people are
Corona pandemic.
corona pandemic or any other thing. People are worried that this bank might shut down. Suppose some rumor has been created. So what will people do? People will rush to the ATM to get back their money, and there won't be large amount of money left, right? So that's why.
Sir, can we use our savings account money through debit card?
Yeah. You can definitely.
Okay.
So okay, let's come to this. What is liquidity? Liquidity means something which can be converted to cash immediately. Okay. Can you think of some examples which can be converted to cash immediately?
Gold?
Yes, gold is one thing. House?
Immediately?
Immediately it can't be sold, right?
Sir, it can be, but
It takes time. It takes time. It takes 3 to 4 months to sell a house. You need the right buyer. So liquidity means availability of cash. Okay, an asset which can be converted to cash immediately. So banks do keep some amount of liquidity with them. That is something which can be converted to cash in case of emergency.
Sir,
So
can you give an example?
yeah. Now, have you heard of Reserve Bank of India or Bank of England?
Yes, sir.
So Bank of England is the main bank, and Reserve Bank of India is the main bank in India. So that has Reserve Bank of India and Bank of England have given some guidelines as to how banks should operate. Now, why liquidity is required is in case of unforeseen circumstances, something happens, they should have some extra cash available with them so that they can use it.
Like
it?
the personal cash.
Suppose some cyclone has come, or something, some major crisis has come. Okay, and we need some extra cash. So banks have to keep some 4% of the amount, okay, aside. So that is called liquidity. Banks do that. Every bank has to do it. It's an RBI or Bank of England order, or else the bank will be closed. Because in many situations it has happened that the loans have been defaulted, and the banks have to shut down. So because of that, they have put this. Okay. So but the disadvantage is this 4% cannot be used now. It will lie there. Okay, 4% of the bank's huge capital is a lot of amount, right? But you cannot help it. Okay, you have to keep it aside. Fine. Okay, so let's summarize as to what we have learned today. Okay, now what is money?
A medium of exchange.
Medium of exchange. It allows people to obtain what they want. Got it? Yeah. And why is money important?
It's important for healthcare, education, happiness.
Hmm. Forgot the important thing. You can donate money, right? If you have money, you can donate money. So earning money is no crime. You should earn money. You should earn more money. But you should spend it also. Okay. If you don't spend your money, your 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 economy won't progress. If money is only with you and you are not doing anything with that, then there is no point, right? You have to go to the shop, buy something, then he will also earn something, and he will give that thing to somebody else. So money should be in circulation. Okay. Why banks?
To store our money secured
Safeguard, yeah.
and to borrow some money as loan.
Yeah, banks gives loan as to various customers, and it does help us. It gives us debit card, credit card facilities. It helps us in financial transactions, and we know how much money we have given to the bank, deposited. We have how much money we have withdrawn. All this is being tracked by the bankers, right? Have you seen a passbook?
No.
No. Okay. Any online thing, online transaction?
Yes, sir.
Your parents' bank account, some details online.
Yes, sir. Pay slips.
Pay slips, not pay slips. I'm talking about online banking. We have online banking also, no?
Yes, sir. Google Pay all those.
Yeah, not Google Pay. Summary of transactions. How much I have deposited, how much I have withdrawn, how much I have deposited, how much I have withdrawn. Something like that. Okay. What are assets and liabilities?
Assets are loans and liabilities are
Assets are loans to whom?
to the customer.
Assets? No. You got it wrong. Assets are
Assets are loaned to the bankers.
yeah, loans are assets to the bank, right? And they are liabilities to the customer. Now, what are assets to the customer?
Assets to the customer savings account.
Savings account, and that becomes a liability to the bank.
Yeah.
Got it? Yeah,
Yes.
good. Fine. Why the need for a bank? Okay. Okay. How does bank help the economy? I just gave you so many examples, right? Suppose somebody wants to start a
Yes, sir. It helps the economy by if you buy a car, it develops a car company.
car industry develops because somebody wants a loan to buy a car. So more and more people will come and buy a car, and students who wants to go to higher education. Okay,
Employment develops.
yeah. So it does help in employment development, as you have rightly said. Okay. Mm, what does bank do with your money?
It will just give the other. It will give loans to the other people.
Other people. That's what bank does. Takes from here and gives it to somebody else. Okay. And how does bank make money out of it?
Loans.
Yeah. So interest. It charges high interest to the persons whom it lends. So it makes money, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So let me see if I have covered everything. Okay. So have you got some picture here?
Yes, sir. We learned a lot about the bank.
Banks. Was it useful? Maple?
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. So remember keywords: liquidity. Liquidity is something which the bank puts aside for emergency purposes. It stays there doing nothing. The money stays there doing nothing. So that has to be there because it is an Reserve Bank of India order.
Liquidity for the normal people is their savings, right?
Yeah, very good point. Liquidity for normal people is, yeah, you can say that, is the income that they earn.
Sir, but in income we'll just save some and the expenditure will also go no like that.
Yeah, so whatever is saved is called liquidity. Yes, extra cash that you have is also called liquidity.
Okay.
Good question. So savings minus, sorry, income minus
Savings is equal
savings
to expenditure.
equals to expenditure, right? Or income minus expenditure equal to savings. Which one is correct?
Income minus savings is equal to expenditure.
Yeah, that's correct. Income minus savings equal to expenditure. So whenever you get an income, first you do some savings, put it somewhere else. Whatever is remaining, you buy some things out of it for your house. Okay. I think I am almost done. Yeah, exactly took 1 hour.
Sir,
Good.
in US, there's something called bankruptcy. So is that what you were also trying to explain, like on slide 13?
Slide 13. Yeah, bankruptcy. Exactly. When the bank fails, it goes to bankruptcy. Yes. So who was speaking?
Kiati?
Oh, Kathy. Okay. I don't see you joining in. Okay. Oh, Kathy. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, Kathy. You are right. Absolutely right. So when the bank fails, it means the bank has gone into bankruptcy. That means people have taken more loans and they have not returned on time. So bank has no money at all. Okay. Okay, I'm done. Any questions you have, you can feel free to ask me now.
Sir, all these loans come on if we need loan for healthcare, it comes under insurance, right?
Yeah, you can have health insurance also, but banks also give loans if you need on emergency basis.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good point that you've asked. Okay, anyone else? Khyati, Nandini, Nandita, Mapul, Hansika?
No questions from my side, sir.
Okay, so was it useful or you learned something?
Yeah, sir, we learned a lot.
I think that is more important. Okay, I hope you have noted down. I can share this PPT with you if you want.
Sir, please do that.
Okay, I'll share it in that EBC Kids group is there, no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'll share it over there. You can have a look at it.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Thanks for joining in, everybody. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye.